Good evening. It is me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring us messages for our highest and best direction using the energies of the daily moon cycle and also these really interesting aspects we have going on today. So, in essence, this is a pretty BFD, guys. So, thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you all. Love you so much. So, thank you for contributing your energy here tonight in advance. I'm going to be pulling two separate readings to reveal this teeter-totter energy. So we do have the new moon entering Scorpio later on this morning for us here at Eastern Standard Time at 1:47 a.m., which is a 111 energy. So I find that very interesting. And then on top of that, we have today's date adding up to a 39, which if you're 39 years old, this might have to do with somebody, if they are 39 years old, whether that's a friend, child, partner, whoever, family member. Because I had Tim McGraw's You're My Best Friend is all I kept hearing. That Tim McGraw song, and it's called My Best Friend. Life with You makes perfect sense. Now, when I look at 39 years ago, that was 1986. If you were alive then, hey, Miss Snow, how are you, Ash? Let me know if you were alive, what you were doing in 1986, because that was a 6 year of the Lovers, a path of freedom, and that's of balance of having the pointed end here of the divine masculine energy for wands and swords. And then we have this cup and pentacles energy with the point down of the three parts of the triangle, representing our body, mind, and spirit. And that is balanced on both sides. Hence, the lovers coming together when the yin and yang energy is balanced on both sides. First grade. I was a freshman in high school. That was the first when I started being a freshman in high school. So that's hilarious, Brett. Oh Lord. Okay. So what's funny about this? Yes, it is the choice card, but I didn't hear it like that. I heard it with the Kiwi accent of choice. So if you guys don't know what that means, I don't know if Crystal's here yet, but instead of saying like something is great or something is perfect or like, oh my God, that's awesome, they would be like, oh, choice. So if you didn't know that, there's your something new to learn today. Now, a 39 does add up to our Pisces energy of the Hanged Man. And that's all about pausing for the cause, a 180 flip of perspective, and it's about enlightenment. What are we seeing now from a different perspective that helps us on our path to ascend those steps of spiritual ascension? And when we add together the 1 and 2 of the Hanged Man, we get a 3 of the Empress energy. And that, of course, is ruled by Venus. And that would be ruling the signs of Taurus and Libra. And that's about creativity, being content, balancing, nurturing, and renewal. It is also the point at which Isis is unveiled. Isis veiled is the high priestess energy of the two. When she's keeping secrets, she's keeping things to herself. Isis revealed would then be the Empress energy. You're getting your driver's license and getting into trouble. Well, I would have gotten in your car. Baby, you can drive my car. Toot toot. Okay, guys. So with this choice energy here, I looked up the song information. Today is the 19th, which is a Leo energy of the sun, and it's a special path of cycles. So we would add that third card. If you're a life path 1, let me know, because if your birth date adds up to a 19, then you have a third energy of that life path 1. So 19 breaks down to the 10 of Wheel of Fortune, yin and yang being in balance, meaning that divine timing or fate is activated. And then that 10 card would then break down 1 plus 0 is 1 of the Magician, all 4 aces of potential. And get this, guys. The My Best Friend song by Tim McGraw was released October 4th, 1999, okay, which boils down to a same year as 1986, a 24 before you add it to a 6, and drum roll, please, or finger roll, as I used to say in class because they would get loud on me if I didn't say finger roll. The album is called A Place in the Sun. My mouth dropped on that one. I always get so tickled when things sync up like that. So this could be a cycle ending, of course, with today's teeter-totter energy of Mercury in retrograde at in Scorpio, rather, at 29 degrees 31. It is opposing or teeter-tottering, balancing with, it's also a mirror energy, Uranus retrograde and Taurus. So just in general, if you're familiar with tarot, this I said, does Uranus unveil Isis? We're going to be finding that out tonight. What is this big shock? And my ear's squeezing already. What is this big shock about Seven of Cups trying to balance with the Seven of Pentacles? Seven of Cups energy, remember, is all about the light side of it, focusing on our dreams, big dreams, right? Dream big here, and then already act as if you have it. Okay. And then the shadow side of that Seven of Cups is being too confused to make a choice. Then how that balances with or mirrors the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is like taking the smoke break card. It is a reevaluation point. It's asking, is the juice of this current dream that I'm on, this current crops that I've planted, am I going to get my money's worth? Am I going to get the return back on my investment? And we are taking a rest here. Now, what I find also pretty spicy is that Scorpio is in the theme of passion in these last few degrees, where the sun is. And Taurus then is in a theme of depth. So we've got depth of passion energy here of Mercury and Uranus doing their fun teeter-totter dance this morning. So depth and passion for me go hand in hand. And remember, an opposition means it's the mirroring energy, much like the lover's energy. They mirror each other. We learn through one-to-one relationships about our own selves, what we do and what we do not like about our own selves. It shows us who we are. Now, these Sabian symbols, we've got our peacock parading on an ancient lawn here for Uranus, the revolution, the shock of the new. Okay. And then we have that, got these all switched around here. We have that matching or balancing with the Halloween jester. We talked about that last night. It's like dressing up for Halloween, where your costume is something you wouldn't normally be in everyday life, but it does reveal some of our darker passions, but it's a responsible way. It's allowing our wildness to be expressed. Okay. In addition, this Mercury energy was also trining, okay, that triangle energy flowing to water and water. They are flowing with each other. And the last lesson of Pisces of the 360 lessons is about becoming what we idealize in the theme of the realization of faith. So something may be coming in for you that was a big dream once had. And to add into the spicy flavor of the energy today, it's the king of the fairies approaching his domain. Awareness of and the expectation to satisfy our deepest yearnings. So I don't know what's going to happen tonight with tonight's reading, but it's already pretty spicy if you ask me. Now, Venus energy is in the symbol still of Scorpio as well, in a theme of unveiling. And this is kind of a little deep. You have to read it a few times. I know I did. What it boils down to is practicing complete self-determination. And the symbol of a woman, the father of her own child, is really seeing how in different lives we have been different things to different people when they are a soul connection. And we are in the deacon of the Six of Cups here with that midpoint of Scorpio, or our love energy in Venus. And then we have Mars energy, or the divine masculine, in Sagittarius, and a theme of evolution right now. So you might feel fired up. You might be taking action more than you have been recently. And this one's also pretty interesting because it's a flag that turns into an eagle. Last night, we had the eagle as the block, not being able yet to see something from a higher perspective. Then that eagle turns into a rooster that crows. So the rooster that crows, or a chanticleer symbol, is proclaiming what we know to be true. So perhaps a divine masculine, or our own Mars masculine energy, our yang, is going to share this enlightenment, whatever you have seen new and improved in your life that you just want other people to know. So let's check out this Isis Unveiled energy. I'm going to be asking a few questions here to get both energies, and I'm going to use two separate decks, one for our Scorpio energy of the sun, the moon, and Mercury, all there, adding on to that Neptune being in an exact clinking of the glasses there. And then with Taurus, I'll pull another spread to find out what this shock might be, because this new moon is about being ruthlessly honest about what we want to create and trying to figure out what's blocking us. And it's about telling the unfiltered truth to ourselves and to others. So let's go ahead and step into our reading here. I got many decks here already out, ready to go. I got too many decks on the dance floor. So if you're familiar with Flight of the Conchords, then you know that funny song I'm talking about, except it's not decks. Okay. Just in a part of our pre-shuffle here, my first question, oh, look at that, door to spirit opening up, that 5 of change, just like we were talking about. And we've got the thinking woman here with the 11 energy. My first question is about what dream or vision is being reevaluated right now, what's at a crossroads. And I'm not even done yet. Oh, there's that Mars energy. I guess that's what wants to be shown here, especially with our 8 energy of the sun, which is Leo, the strength card as well. So we do have the thinking woman. That's going to be air energy there. Gemini, Aquarius, in Libra energy. And then we have that Hierophant energy as well, door to spirit, the Pope energy, peace be with you. So it looks like here what dream is being evaluated is transformation here. And we are asking ourselves, we're reevaluating, am I taking the steps toward peace that I want in my life to create every day? How am I taking action on those? And in this yin yang energy, it's showing that the yang is moving slow and the feminine energy is picking up speed. So that is very interesting. So that divine masculine energy may be still a bit tied up. In that 8 of Swords kind of feeling before this victory comes, or you could be getting an information, Mercury communication here, about why there's been a tie-up or a delay in somebody else's energy. And then my next question is going to be about how we can ground ourselves into this new reality. How can we ground ourselves? Oh, forgot 2 cards here. How can we ground ourselves into this new reality? Okay, wow. Okay. Yin yang here to talk about it. So for me, yin energy is already doing the learning, ready to transform, ready to take steps, and perhaps the masculine energy trying to balance here is having this realization of faith and going, hey, wait a minute. What I've been doing so far is blocking my victory. Maybe they've been accepting behaviors that they wouldn't normally accept. Okay. And I'm saying they just to keep the energy separate. Again, that can be our own yang and inner yin within. And there's that portal energy. We still have that 1111 portal energy active. And this is about kind of the soulmates that are coming to go back to their guides and saying, okay, we're rethinking, we're reevaluating this. He's going slow, Yin's going fast. How can we get back on track here? One person wants victory, perhaps, and the other person is still tied up. Let's see what's fueling that. Well, isn't that beautiful? Today's third chakra energy of the three of the Empress. That is our solar plexus, yellow, our joy. Okay. And again, realization of faith with Neptune and dreams becoming what we idealize. And if where you've been going, guys, in the environmental energy, if where you've been going hasn't gotten you this victory yet, it's time to change up the plan and be ruthlessly honest here about what it is that we do want. Okay. Maybe the king is even getting, maybe the yang is even getting a little angry, but working through our fears in this new moon in Scorpio is exactly what we're supposed to be facing here. Before we hit that at 1:47 a.m., we're still in that crescendo of that moon energy, that little sliver of light probably you'll see before you go to bed here on the United States end. That's about letting go, moving on, ending bad habits once and for all, because this energy, remember, Neptune is not going to come around again. We're not going to see it in our lifetime. Okay. Wow. And same here with this Uranus energy. We will never see this repeat of energy. We'll never have be alive long enough to have Uranus and Taurus. Okay. And this is all about making our own life expression beautiful. What's not beautiful right now? How can we make it more beautiful? So we got some studying up on this energy here. Let's see what's going on with each side of the energy. We see how they're blending together there. And boy, is that miracle card just beautiful. I'm going to put him here, and then I'll keep my sun energy separate. Destiny is being fueled by a miracle. Are you kidding? Just wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much. We got Kathy in the house, and we have Miss Peg and Brad and Judy Jude. There's Marcia and Monique. I feel like I need my romper stomper bumper boo looking glass here. Miss Monique and Jennifer, I know you're popping in and out. Thank you. Graduated in 86. That's awesome. Judy was a banker, and Marcia was causing trouble. I love it. There's Kaylee. Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate you. And there's Miss Monica. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you being here. Let's see what's happening. I mean, this is crazy, don't you think? With Destiny and Miracle, I might want you right here. Okay. What's going on here with the yin side of the energy? Perhaps even with this being on the bottom of the deck, this could be the divine masculine leaning into his feminine energy and surrendering or releasing what no longer works. Okay. And then rushing toward what does work. And maybe they're going to let you know why victory's been delayed here, why this change has been delayed, why they put off their victory moving from a 5 to a 10. What's up with the yin or feminine energy, please? And thank you, Spirit. What are they thinking about here? Definitely on the spiritual path. Ooh, and look at that. Speaking of mirrors, 3223. Okay, the second card out, and then the second card underneath the bottom of the deck. 3223 is a 55, Wheel of Fortune of Change. This could be coming into alignment here. Destiny card doesn't just come in for no reason. Wow. Okay, we got a flyer. Okay, feminine energy. One was upright, the other was face down. We've got perseverance, and this purple energy would be our third eye chakra, really getting into the pineal gland. And look at these greens of the heart chakra energy here, driven by the yellow energy of today's solar plexus, guiding our heart via what lights us up with joy, what feels peaceful, what feels like ease. And okay, what's hiding right now? That lion of courage. Okay, so perseverance is I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And then we have this beautiful courage energy here. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. The new moon in Scorpio is about facing and working through our fears. Okay. That's what it's all about here. And it looks like at least the yin end of things is already currently doing that. And the divine masculine energy may not be far behind. Okay. I'm going to get some little stones here. That's being driven. Oh, I love that. More green energy by happiness. And there's these dolphins. Dolphins are said to mate for life. They watch themselves in the mirror. I don't know if you guys knew that or if that's common knowledge, but I'm aware that being happy, yellow solar plexus, means that I'm on the right path. Okay, so yin energy, you're definitely on your path here to inner balance at the very least. And apparently, here there's a big chance for this passion to balance out with depth, the depth of the ocean. Ocean is our emotions. Okay, and we do have the king of the fairies approaching his domain. So maybe there's still some tie-ups here before they can quite open that door to spirit there. Okay, well, what about the yang energy? What's going on there with how they're feeling, or what's this action here? All tied up, ending in victory. Okay. All right. So maybe they were held back by guilt, by a slow horse energy, or their own masculine energy. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay, so maybe that was what was holding them back. Let's see what's fueling that. Maybe there was some kind of a health scare. It kind of feels like an F this energy, if I'm going to be honest. Like if you're not happy, you're tired of feeling down. You are tired of not feeling like your fullest and best self. Okay, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. When we are in relationships, when we're in jobs that don't fuel our passion, they don't fuel our heart, it has an effect on the physical body. It just does. And y'all know that I've been a personal witness to that. Okay. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Let me see if I can get a second card here. No, I just got a big no. This goes here. So maybe what's had them tied up. That could be mental health, that could be physical health, guys. So if you do know someone who's been tied up, maybe that's the reason this yang energy has not been able to kind of break through a little bit quicker towards their destiny. But remember, whether it's inside ourselves or not, our yin energy is always the first. That's the leader, right? We have to surrender to our idea of what was, or what safety nets we were allowing ourselves to be absorbed within. And that's finger quotes for a reason. Okay. And on the, oh, wow. Okay, then. So the reason here that this is coming up after this health, right? Getting this health scare, then would then match up with this victory card. It's the divine masculine's energy needs to pull in, releasing the need to control, going back to the nucleus, going back to the beginning, and going, why am I putting up with this shit? It's making me sick. It's physically making me ill. Hey, Miss Josie Joes. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm kind of mouth agape here. Wow. Okay. That's why I just let my mouth run and see what comes out. Sometimes I'm just as surprised as you guys, but there we have it. Okay. Confirmation for me, big time, especially with that mirroring energy. They're not far behind. You're at a 32, they're at a 23. It's still the mirroring fives of change. Okay. Uh, Yin energy, definitely persevering, working through, summoning up the courage to move forward towards this destiny. And look, the masculine, the yang energy is not talking, but she looks like she's telling him the business here. It's kind of like, now I went first and now it's your turn. So, as I was saying before, I got gobsmacked there. Um, Mental or physical health is affected. Our bodies are affected when we are not in alignment with our soul's purpose. We get physically ill. And as unfortunate as that is, the other side of that coin that balances that out is the knowledge, hey, this is more than just a health problem here. This is an energy problem. This is a, what am I not surrendering to? And in this, again, new moon in Scorpio, this new moon, not only working through fears, it's about being ruthlessly honest. What is blocking us moving forward here? Let me go ahead and I'm going to start with the blocks tonight, I think. Let's do the ant. I'm going to go ahead and get those out of the way. Let's just kind of be nosy and see what the F the blocks are. Thank you guys for being me. Oh, what makes you sick? Um, when we just know it. I mean, guys, I know that feeling. It manifests in our body at a physical level. Um, I mean, this could be what the reason. Yeah, here's some blocks here, just even on the split, working through our fear of loneliness. There's past trauma here, tying back into that Diwali energy from May, not May, on the 20th. Okay. Staying in bad relationships because we're lonely. It's about being okay to be with yourself. Past traumas, needing to take time for ourselves and heal the past trauma before moving on. That could very well be this tie up here. I feel like with that mirroring energy today of the opposition, the shock of Uranus, this ruthless honesty here. I feel like we have it. So I'm going to have to trust my intuition here. And if you, divine feminine or yin energy, have already worked through this, then this is the next little lesson you are on here. Fear over being yourself. Okay, fear to reveal this wildness or these darker passions, fear to actually get what it is that you want. Well, what happens when I do finally get what I want because I've wanted it for so long? Then what? Then what indeed? Let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. Okay. Well, I got chills all down the back of my neck and down both my arms. Wow. Let's see where we go here, guys. Most feminine deck I probably have. I'm gonna go. Well, I do like that light one, but I really want to pull this here today. And it might be because the Emperor is so sexy, but allegedly. On my notes, I said that this opposition felt Knight of Swordsy. Hopefully nobody flies off at the mouth or anything like that, but um, bottom of the deck energy here, definitely exhaustion that could be dealing to the health addictions here, being addicted to patterns or guilty pleasures. That can be even addicted to working, overworking, being addicted to having the caretaker role. But remember, the sister energy to the devil is the lovers. So we're seeing that come out here. I don't know that this knight can really physically afford with the body here, kind of threatening breakdown or sickness. I would just caution, if you know what you know, it's time to open that Pandora's box, okay? When we know what we know, that's when the fear sets in, because then it's like, oh, I can't do that. I can't say that. All right. So if the divine feminine here is persevering, opening that door to spirit, give me a reading here on yin energy. How's she expressing her wildness? And how is that being reevaluated right now at this crossroads point? Eight of Swords. So that is the prison of our own mind. But I do like that over time here, she is seeing that's also an energy, kind of the Four of Swords is coming in here for me. There is a time of rest. There is some Aries energy with these horns. Okay, that's why. Chiron the healer is in the last decan of Aries, which is Four of Wands energy. Healing past Four of Wands. If you were born, I think it's around 1957 through 1972, you have your Chiron in Aries. So wherever that is in your chart, that's what you're here to heal. And it does feel like you've taken a hot beat. You've taken a beat here for yourself and your yin energy. You're just like, let me get back into my self-care. Let me get back into meditation here. Let me really look at myself honestly. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Let me dig into this mind thing. Why the Eight of Swords? Gemini again, along with Knight of Swords. Why am I stinking thinking here? What am I so afraid of? What's so bad about being alone? Are you afraid you'll like it? Sometimes, we could be afraid that we might like it and never want to go down another joint path, because we're like, at this point, how, it'd be hard to have another energy in, because he could be just enjoying that alone time so much. That is a possibility. It's like, I don't even know what it's like to live with someone again, right? Let's see where we go here with your reading. When is this situation? Stop. I mean, guys, are you seeing this? I was not trying to do a love reading, but here we are. Okay. We've got destiny. We got door to spirit open. We've got our 11. We've got the yin yang here, the yin yang there. We got spirit bringing this miracle for you. Daddy Saddy's bringing the reward if you're doing the work here. The opportunity, here's the crossroads. You're already dressed for the ball. Are you going to have the courage to go in? Especially, we've been seeing that full moon come out last couple reads. The next full moon is in Gemini, the lovers. Wow. Okay. In the recent past here, there's our Scorpio energy of judgment. I referenced the 20th. I posted on my blog about dates to refer to, and I think y'all were there for that crazy reading of every single thing that I talked about. A woman opening the curtains, opening the dark curtains to reveal the light. So the shock of this could be that even to yourself, I've made a decision to go towards the light. I'm leaving this dark cave of fear. I've done enough healing. I'm tired of overthinking what my heart already knows the decision is. I'm already dressed for the ball. There's a clock. There's timing is an issue here. Divine timing is at hand here, guys. We've rested long enough. We've overthought this to the depth of overthinking it. You made it through that. The decision's already been made. Yeah. The heart of the reading. Now, this deck is interesting because the Three of Swords, remember, also mind energy, air energy. It is normally a fear of heartbreak. In this deck, this Three of Swords, she holds the knife and the bluebird of happiness. How are our Eight Swords of overthinking this choice, this crossroads of what you're already dressed. You know you want to go. You're already there. So I'm going to be asking, the hesitation here seems to be, am I doing this to myself? How is this judgment call going to break my own heart? Okay. Near future energy. Wow. You've already decided this. This is the 22 card of this deck, the 1111, if you will, of twin flame energy. Now, it is not a twin flame, just so I can make that statement. It's not my favorite term. It is a deep soul tie, but twin flame energy has 100% zero to do with ABUSE or someone keeping you in a cycle of repeat without growth. Oh, my ear's squeezing for years on end. That is not twin flame. That is karma energy trying to balance itself out, trying to give you the courage to not go one more round. In this deck, the angel of the night says, you've done all the work. You've come as far as you can go. You're here. I'm going to help pull you the rest of the way. This miracle, all this angelic energy, guys, I can't get over it. I mean, it's just beautiful. I'm going to stick this guy under here. It feels a little fairy tale-ish even here with this looking like Romeo and Juliet. Maybe that's why the heartbreak energy is here, because other people may not be happy about it. But you've got support from spirit here to go towards a judgment call you have already made. This is how you know this reading is for you. Your mind, in the very least, has already decided this is inevitable. This is a soulmate card. This was inevitably set up for you to choose you. Are you gonna? Dramatic pause for a reason. All right. Man. Okay. So there's this tower energy, more swords. This news in the block position has not yet been delivered. There's this fear here of heartbreak about this choice. Okay. What are we going to do? Just continue to overthink? What's the plan here, guys? If this reading is for you, what's the freaking plan? Are we just going to stand there all dressed up, male or female? It's a metaphor. Are we going to stay all dressed up and then get to how close this is and then not go in. Why? Well, Ange, this is going to stir up some shit. Okay. Your mind's made up. You can't get out of your head about it. We cannot stay here. That's not an option, guys. It's not an option. What does Spirit want you to know? I see it. I want it. It's mine. Go for. How many times do I can't say it any other way. Courage, Leo energy. This is the sun right here. Today's date. There definitely is something about today. Wow. Outcome, full moon. And here's more steps again. All dressed up. I'm looking at what has been hiding there. And remember that this new moon is the shakeup. It is going to be balancing with Uranus, I think, tomorrow. I have to look again just to believe so. Because the sun, whenever the sun hits this 30th Sabian symbol, we're going to be in the 29th anaretic degree. And that means major life transition. And if we are not making our life beautiful and expressing it in a way that is true to ourselves, then we have it done. We have it done for us. That could be the shock. King of Pentacles. There's Uranus right there. Wow. Do we need any more proof here? Yin and yang, our own inner harmony brings to you what it is that you want. You gotta go. You gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. Okay, and no more playing small. No more staying inside this dark tree. You can't. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, kind of thing. Otherwise, Spirit's saying if you don't take this action, you're just breaking your own damn heart. We've all done it. Wow. Okay. Well, here Uranus is. The shot could be that indeed I'm out of here. And again, the courage to face this fear with confidence. King of Wands is in his light. He is the most confident. And there you are, becoming a single as a Pringle, so you can step into this royalty. Guys, this is a portal energy here. You don't have to go if you don't want to, but it looks pretty damn nice. And yes, this leap of faith, 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be the moon takes strength to reveal what's been hidden in your moon. This Uranus energy, the shock, is that you can go there by yourself. You are a pre-Empress energy in your own right. You have the funds. You have the energy. Okay, you are capable. It's the senior of the class. You are perfectly capable of this. And is it gonna break some eggs? Yep, it is. But I think we already know that, and that's why we've got the Judgment in the past and the Angel of the Night trying to assure you that it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. We just got to have that courage here. Okay. We got to have the courage to reveal what's been hidden in our moon. Wow. Okay, guys. That would be the yin side of the energy. Let me, oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. Does it feels heavy. All right, let's see what's going on with this masculine energy needing to release control about. This could be your own masculine energy. And again, what are we trying to control here? Are we trying to control the tower that is inevitably going to fall if you go after your heart's desire? I mean, it's not going to be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. Have you found that to be true? Nothing worth having ever has been easy. Okay. I can't get over this strength, courage. We got our King of Wands. I mean, that's a lot. You can do it. This is what this whole new moon is for. You have the opportunity to go to the ball. All right. You do. It's here. It's here. All right. Divine masculine energy. I'm going to pull some fire here for Mars. Little offer on the table coming into the yang energy, possibly a message from the divine feminine who's been in the Eight of Swords in that prison of her own mind. A chance to actually make the choice here, get out of that guilt energy. Where's that guilt coming from? Where is that deriving from? Okay, past trauma, were you made to feel guilty for being joyful? Were you tied up and your victories were kind of squashed because what we didn't know is that perhaps that parent's energy, their jealousy was ignited, and instead of supporting you, their own past trauma wasn't letting them be happy for you. It could be any number of things. Those are just some examples here. It's definitely a belief that I can't have nice things. I need to do the right thing. And especially if that right thing means that I'm enabling other people or that I'm making this person happy by making myself small and staying with the old choice. Where does he want to go? The Empress is the world energy. He wants to go towards where his moon, where he's been wanting to go. So the Empress is hiding in the divine masculine's moon. There's our Eight of Pentacles of mutable earth, Virgo energy, been working hard, been work. Perhaps that could be a reason for a health issue as well, because when we are ignoring our emotional health and bury it into work, then we can get sick on a physical level here. Okay. Temperance energy, that's the Saggy trying to alchemize the wisdom into pain. Yeah. And there's also fear here. Fear of the truth. Well, if you need to surrender the need to control, guys, you can't control a deep soul tie. You can't control a journey that you're meant to go on. Come on. Minor arcana lovers. I mean, I guess the divine masculine's ready here. Okay. Well, divine masculine is coming in as offering a gift, but there's definitely a looky-loo, whether that be a parent or otherwise, over their shoulder. Okay, it could be this is a like a symbol of the guilt that has been holding them back from returning or making this offer. Let's see where we go. Wow. Yeah, big time guilt. It's like, yeah, guilty for wanting a victory, guilty for wanting to go fast when whatever's in their energy is still lagging behind and going slow. Eight of Swords, also tied up. Can't believe that was the first card that came out. All right, opportunity here to turn towards the two cups of that temperance energy. They're focusing on the regret that they may have, this fear of, well, who am I to get what I want? I never have had the chance to do that before because I was always taking care of somebody else. My mom or parent or caretaker didn't like it when I achieved victory. They didn't like me going fast. I don't feel like I've ever had that come in as an energy before. They learned this. They learned to dumb themselves down and, not in that way, but to dull themselves down might be another way to say it. They've learned to dull down their passions, their desires. They were taught that it was selfish. And in the recent past here, they could be evaluating this Nine of Pentacles. That's who they see you as, guys. They're seeing this person from their past, past life soul, deep soul tie. You've spent time with this person on the earthly plane. They see you as the Nine of Pentacles here. There's the Two Cups that he needs to walk towards. This is what this whole reading is about, this tempering this past pain into wisdom and knowledge and then putting action towards that. Near future, I just bury myself in work. So I don't have to think about the regret. I don't have to think about what I really desire here. I don't have to think about not ever giving this offer, not ever meeting my destiny, because I've been made to feel guilty about things in the past that I have accomplished, whether it was grades, sports, it doesn't matter. For whatever reason, there was a person very jealous. I mean, I just keep getting jealousy, but it's not by an energy that should have been jealous. It doesn't feel healthy. Again, feels very, very selfish. So this is learned complacency, if you will. The blocks. I am not revealing what's in my moon. I am petting the wolf of fear instead of the dog of loyalty. In the card, she's petting the dog of loyalty. Here's the new moon, and here's the full moon. The new moon, here, the hidden, the darkness. In reverse, she'd be petting fear, right? Which is the whole situation for this yang side. Okay. What does what does Spirit want them to know? They got to make this. It's time to make the change. I was getting man in the mirror earlier when I was writing, and I don't normally second guess myself, but I was like, it's corny just because the opposition is a mirroring energy, but here it is. They can stay here and look at this red, the red root. This fear is rooted, like I said. Root is our ancestors, our past, our upbringing, made to feel guilty for what made you feel good. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Maybe made to feel it was bad to make yourself feel good. I'm just gonna say it like that. Maybe this parent shamed this person. Okay, could be that. It's all different vibrations of the same frequency or the same frequency of energy. It just appears for people in different ways. This regret is learned. That's heavy. I learned how to deny my own passions, how to deny pleasure to my body, how to deny what felt good to me. I was not allowed to not celebrate wins because it made someone else feel bad or made a sibling feel bad. And, parental energy was like, now don't talk about it in front of so and so because they didn't make the cheer team. So you don't want to make them feel bad. Really? So then you can't be celebrated? That's a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Outcome. Look at that. 8 of Swords. He's got to face these fears, guys. And whether this is your own, again, your own yin and yang, they play with each other. Okay. This is, I'm going to keep a lid on this. I'm going to control this. Loneliness, again, underneath. Guys, we can't control, like, our hearts tell us where to go. Our minds are what F us over and tell us we can't have those things because of this. You weren't allowed to light your lantern because it was rude to celebrate your achievements in front of someone that didn't make that same achievement. Well, welcome to everybody gets a prize fucking culture. I'm sorry. That's not the real world. That's not how it works. It's just not. Time to look at this. Here's the offer of the truth. I just got red clay strays, the moment of truth. If I can't be righteous, if I can't see temptation through, I'll cast my judgment on this moment of truth. They're judging their own truth. They've been taught to. Or your own masculine action side, your bravery has been taught to be dulled down here. In a prison in my own mind about a 10 of fucking cups that I want. The offer is being able to walk towards the Ace of Cups, but they got to walk away from what's not satisfying. This is history. You can't get to that 9th cup without moving away from this past. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't work that way. So, then the last card out. The truth is going to be shocking. There's the Uranus. Ruthlessly honest about what you do want to create right here. New moon in Scorpio. That is a masculine energy. Guys, there's messages for everyone on both sides of this. Please don't, simplify it to, person to person. This is all, if you're truly mirroring this person's energy, you're going through all of this. You both are. The feminine tackles, the yin tackles it first. And then that energy changing that half of the lemniscate is what then leaks into the mirror of the other side. That change then flows to the other side. And then just by alchemy, temperance, those energies balance out and come together. And I know nobody likes to hear you go first, but yeah, you surrender first and then you act on what you're releasing control over. Yin, then yang. You guys are both in each other's energies here. Your own divine feminine and masculine energy is swimming in this. The block, I can't possibly say what's really hidden in my moon out of the situation of fear. The mirror. Oh my God. I reminded earlier that the devil energy's sister energy is the Lovers. 15 card, 1 + 5 is frickin' 6. You gotta be kidding me. No wonder it's a miracle. The white horse and the black horse are getting ready to run together, guys. If not now, when? Ruthlessly honest about what you want to create and what is blocking us. Seven of Pentacles, Uranus, again. Literally Seven of Cups, trying to balance with Seven of Pentacles. Is the juice of this worth the squeeze? 77. It's going to require the action energy. It's going to require the black horse to push back on naysayers. It's going to require harsher boundaries. And it's going to be a slow, steady pace of one day at a time. You gotta go for the sun. That's the whole point. Your solar plexus energy. That's how this miracle comes in. That's how yin and yang, balance, and divine timing is then activated, not the other way around. Whoa. And it's like the divine feminine's like, I'm all dressed up here. While you're over there belly aching, I'm already ready for the ball. I'm ready to go inside. I'm at this precipice. And the angel of the night knows I'm ready to reveal this judgment call. And yes, it's going to break my heart. Change usually does. But I see it. I want it. It's mine. You know what this is for you. It's going to be different for everybody. I can't, imagine to speak to the plethora of choices this could be. A clue for you could be where Uranus is sitting in your own personal birth chart in the sky currently, which is the very tail end of Taurus and the very tail end of the new moon, the sun, Neptune, and Mercury, all in that same testing degree. That is big time shakeup change. It just is. I want to know what I think I'm going to go for all signs about what is the unfiltered truth here. What is the just the bottom line? What is the unfiltered truth of this? All right, let's look at some unfiltered truths here. Let me get I want to know why yin energy keeps you're holding the knife. And that is very unique because again, most decks have the person just writhing and oh no, woe is me. This is self-caused because we are refusing. We're not taking action. Spirit says take action on this choice. You've already made the judgment call. The block has been Page of Swords. You haven't delivered the news because it is going to cause a tower. It is. But you can't get to your destiny without doing that. And I know that sucks and nobody wants to hear it, but I'm just not going to lie to you. I'm not. That's not what I'm seeing here. I try, even if it's a little crunchy, I try to at least bring some humor in because, belly aching's not going to do a damn thing to help. This guilt, that energy of not going for what you want, not only breaks your own heart, it makes us physically ill. Okay. This is about, oh my God, come on. Wasn't supposed to be a love reading. Oh, there's Mr. Ed. Hey, bud. Love you, mean it. Thank you so much for being here. This is a hell of a reading. Shared feelings, mirrored emotions, your other half, reflection of soul. All over this GD reading. All over it. Okay. What is the unfiltered truth here? Other than, yes, this is a twin energy, but you got to set down the other soulmate, the other project, whatever life area this reading is for you in. What is the unfiltered truth here for yin energy in this reading? What is the unfiltered truth? Suppression, trying to push it down. The unfiltered truth, date, letting you know, surprise, thinking of you. Look like a date to you, look like an offer to you. What I say, this person or your yang, it could be for some of y'all. You don't have to say, you can if you want to. You're made to feel guilty about your own joy, your own accomplishments. Petty. You know, our people around us when we are growing up, they have their own traumas and their own issues. This is not about blame. This is about someone that maybe was a child having a child or very young or just not emotionally developed their emotional IQ. If they're that selfish, to not, make you damp down or tamp down your accomplishments as to not make somebody else jealous or themselves. They just can't take it. That's severely low emotional IQ. Okay. Attention seeking. They didn't get that attention. They're jealous of that. They don't want the other kid to feel bad about themselves. Well, too damn bad. What about the masculine energy? What about the yang? What are you guys thinking of this reading? Oh my God. Like, it was nice here today, guys. I wore a coat out because I thought it was like it has been, and I was pleasantly surprised. I could just have my little yoga top on with the little jacket. It was my very first class back today. Miss Monica gave me a little pep talk. My sister Abby gave me a pep talk. I was freaking out a little bit because it's been since April, and it was like, you know what? I've taught for 26 years. I'm going to forget everything. All right. See, masculine energy all tied up. Come on. Release your need to control here. You should not feel bad about moving faster or quicker or being more successful. Opportunity is to get out of this guilt and regret here. Heal that trauma and move on and understand why you're so fearful of walking towards your castle. Okay. Come on. Oh, my Lanta. Okay. Give me a volunteer, if not in 3, 2, 4, 5, 1. What's tied up? All right. Communication. Approaching voicemail, awaiting text. Okay. Communications tied up around this other person, evidence, temptation, again, devil energy. I feel guilty for going for what I actually do want, for making this decision, for tempering past lessons learned, and transmuting that pain. I'm just going to bury myself a while longer and work. 88 energy there. 88 to 16 of the tower. That's not going to work either. It's not a strategy. Aw, thank you, Peg. I'm proud of me too. I couldn't believe it. I get there and it's a very small class. It's for a company. And the first girls, I talked to Abby, my sister Abby, the whole way there. And the first client in the door is an Abby. And I kept telling myself, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. After the sunflower warm ups, once you get to that, you'll be good, good, good. And who walks in but the 3 A's of my mom's, from my mom's side, Angie, Amy, Abby. And her name is Amy, and she's wearing a shirt that has sunflowers all over it. So I don't know what other confirmation I needed, but I got it. All right, there's that Uranus shock here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't know what avoiding the 12 is, but today's energy being the 12 of the Hanged Man, avoiding enlightenment. The yin side's already there, avoiding a flip, okay? Avoiding a pause for the cause. No, I'm just going to keep ignoring it and continue to have my health threatened by my emotional well-being, just not being happy here. And look, oh my gosh, feel guilty and ashamed for wanting what they want, guys. Holding, that's why the decision portion is being held back here to walk towards their own wish fulfillment. This truth is just I mean, that's the unfiltered truth. I feel like it's going to come out if that Uranus is going to ferret it out in some way, somehow. And I know I would certainly rather have control over that narrative. Again, this is inevitable. It's a lot of soulmate energy here. Give me more, anything more on divine feminine, since we got a few for masculine. And I'll be finishing us up here. You know, I chitty chat. I go in layers. I have to get to the bottom of it, and I love you dearly for your patience, because you know the juice is in the squeeze here with me. I don't think anybody looking for a quick fix reading has any business watching tarot, but to me, that can be very dangerous. And you are looking for outside validation of, you just want to hear, really, if you can only stand short readings and you don't have the patience to go further than that. We're not ready yet. Okay. This is not who I'm reading for today. That is not my collective. Okay. All right, here. Block could be, yeah. It's still in the dark, guys. In the closet. Secrets being held on the down low. I mean, I said open Pandora's box on the pre-shuffle. Here it is. The gift. This is a miraculous gift. We don't all get, if this is one of you guys meeting your soul bond here, I feel like I attract a lot of that energy. And I just seem to pick up on this soulmate energy and the cycle of it, the ebbs and flows. And here we are. It doesn't matter what deck I'm using. Afraid to roll the dice. And if we don't, it's about how we continue to break our own heart. Wow. I'm not often short of words. I don't know what to say about this, but I don't think I need to do all signs. You'll know if this is your reading already. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow for our date night live. I'm going to have a game ready for us with all signs. You are going to be able to see if you can decipher which sign I'm talking about. So I'm going to pull some cards and I'm going to say, this person would do this. And you all have to guess whether which one of the 12 signs that sounds like to you. So I hope that sounds fun. We'll go for our all signs tomorrow night. I hope you'll join us. And before then, or up until then, in the meantime, much love from my heart to yours. Have a wonderful evening. Love you much.